And good morning, Goldberg619. Emmerich Droth. I need to stretch this out a bit. There we go. Now I can actually read people's names, kind of. And oh, that's kanji. I'm no good with kanji. I can put that in Google Translate. Kaito Tokaku. And yeah, I used to play a crap ton of Fear and Hunger. Once I finish this mod that I'm working on, I'll probably be playing it again on stream, and it'll be a horrible nightmare for me because this mod is insane. And hello, Talking Object and Black Dragons. Dang it. Are you also cut off? Black Dragons Animation 9519. Call me Denny? Oh, I just can't read kanji. I'll probably just internalize it as Kaito, though. Like, I know how to pronounce Japanese. But yeah, if you haven't been familiar with that mod that I've been working on, well, fuck kanji. Now, this is why you look at the kanji and then I realize that there's more Japanese kanji than there are stars in the sky. And then you give up and stop learning Japanese. Because you can't learn Japanese. It's impossible. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. It's so weird. New OBS feed. I accidentally updated OBS and everything's weird and I hate it. Ah. Yeah, no one has ever learned Japanese in the entire history of forever. Like, if there's a Japanese guy who says, what are you talking about? Japanese people know how to speak Japanese? He's lying. It's sort of like how they aren't honest about their ninja programs either. Like, it's all just lies. Like, they're just 100% bullshitting you. No Japanese has ever learned Japanese. No one has ever learned Japanese. It's never happened once in the entire history of forever. That's why I don't feel bad about not learning it, because it's fake. It's a fake language, just missed. I mean, Japan's a real place. It might just be a Potemkin village for like aliens or something, but the language is fake. Reverse Finland anime is just a psyop psychosis. Now that I could buy. Finland doesn't exist, and Japan is like its shadow. Like, in order to keep the world balanced after Finland was discovered to be non-existent, they invented a new thing that does exist. You only need to know like 3,000. Yeah, only 3,000. Only. Yeah, Japan is the platonic shadow of Finland. That's why both of them make like crazy video games, but crazy in totally opposite ways. Like, Japan makes a bunch of games that are friendly and fun and like Pokemon. And then Finland makes like Fear and Hunger. Or Baba Is You, or Cruelty Squad. It makes sense. That's how balance is achieved. Anyway, rambling about that mod that I've been chewing on, that I've been making. Think we solved that. Yes, we finally have confirmed that Finland doesn't exist, but it reverse exists. Oh no, yeah, I got this done yesterday. Oop, that's way larger than it would be. Yeah, it's the target selection minigame from Cradle of Nightmares. Except you have to pick an event to shoot whenever it crops up, and you can't move until the event gets shot. And if it crops up and you're alone on screen, you have to shoot yourself. Fear and Hunger American Edition, yes. I wanted to recreate like the entire visual effects of the original Crosshair in Cradle of Nightmares, but I was like, meh. Fuck it, red is good enough. There's some issues with like the way the Crosshair would actually work with like the lighting stuff, so I just left it at that. Oh man, have you not seen any of what I have been doing at all, my guy? Have you not seen anything, Kaito? Have you not been to my Twitter and seen the nightmares I've been unleashing? Isn't the Red Cross against the Kajin Convention? This entire like game, this entire mod is against the Geneva Convention. So never. Okay. Oh boy. So, here's. Is this the one, or is this the one that's not cropped? This is the one that's cropped. So here's another one that I made like 2 days ago. Things near you just sometimes explode. Like in GoldenEye 64. Like objects just explode sometimes. I mean, it has a limb system, right, Hazmat? That's close enough. At least I've heard that it has a limb system. And like, it's not just like birds or whatever, it's doors, it's enemies, it's you can actually blow up the Golden Throne in Mahabra and like permanently lock yourself out of endings B and C. You can actually blow up the God of the Depths accidentally, because that's an object, and lock yourself out of endings A and B. How about the great random timer she explodes after some time passes? There's something similar to that, but you'll see it when you see it. Oh, right, yeah, he hasn't seen the 4D camera. Oh, I should show him Green Demon because it's right here next. Yeah, the other thing I programmed in was like the Green Demon from Mario 64 where it chases you. And if you see it, can it explode the throne? It can explode the throne, yes. The Green Demon from Mario 64. Another one. It chases you around, it moves freely. If it touches you, you die. You can't lock yourself out of ending E, but otherwise, yes. It also, as it's shown there, let me go back so you can see it more clearly. I mean, you can't technically lock yourself out of every ending. That's entirely possible. That's just in the game already. Yeah, it does not actually respect pausing the menu. It just goes even if you pause. It also doesn't respect battles. And will simply continue. And if you escape the battle, it will simply appear at the correct distance away. It never goes away. But after yourself out of you lock yourself out of the endings, then you don't get an ending. That's it. There's no special thing. Like, the game is programmed so sloppily. It's 100% possible to lock yourself out of every ending to begin with. But yeah, Kaito, this is another one that you're gonna really enjoy. So I programmed in a Hypertoroid renderer. Like, the reason you see what looks like things like sort of clipping into themselves is this is actually a 3-dimensional shadow, a 2-dimensional image of a 3-dimensional shadow of a 4-dimensional Hypertoroid, which is why the camera looks a bit funky. But yeah, I just put in 4D rendering into RPG Maker MV. Why? Why would I not? Like, this entire purpose of the mod is to make the game unfun and horrible to play. So, like, can you imagine anything more unpleasant to play? The way to kill the merchant? Yeah, use my mod and he explodes. Past that, no. He's not a fight and there's no interactions. But yeah, you can see like the lack of visibility really adds to the atmosphere, I think. It's extremely playable. Like, I can tell what's happening. Can you? Why not? But yeah, you click and drag with the mouse to move the toroid along the X and Y axes, and the scroll wheel moves it along the W axis, which is what you're seeing here. I actually tried a couple of different 4D shapes before settling on Hypertoroid. I have a few screenshots of it existing on a hypersphere. What do I think that's called? Glomes, so it's existing on a gloam. Simulated physics experiments. It's great, isn't it? It's like, this is the most fun you can have with a video game. Like, at some point, I stopped trying to orient the camera normally and just accepted that it was going to be at 90 degrees because that was close enough to what I was after. Combat's real fun with this. Let me tell you. Like, you're gonna have, like, it's scrolling through the W axis. Desperately trying to figure out what's going on. Still hate the horse with the human feet more? Good. Keep talking and he'll show up in your mailbox. Let's see, what else? Promise? I mean, ask him, not me. He's the one who's gonna decide if it happens or not. Alright, that's out of there. See, oh yeah, outside of the analog horror filter, this was fun. This was just screwing around with shaders to see what I could get. It really looks like a VHS tape, right? Like, it's kind of compressed because of, like, stream quality and, like, transcription quality, but, like, it totally looks like it should be in 16:9 on YouTube, right? Did you put Lavender Town music over every track in the game? No, I can't. I'm limiting myself to specifically one file. Because if I have infinite files, then I would just be able to do anything, and there would be infinite scope creep. So I can't actually add in new music or anything like that. The only thing I can do is programming. Technically, I encoded one base 64 image. But that's fine. Don't worry about that. Yeah, that's all I need to see about that. I also added XCOM. It was originally supposed to be Quest 64, which is why it's drawn a circle there. But yeah, it's just a top-down, like, tactical RPG XCOM style thing. Different attacks have different ranges, like Black Orb can hit from a far distance, while Melee can only hit things in melee. Also, all of the animations play at double speed because I accidentally set something to call update twice, and I was too lazy to figure out what caused that or how to fix it. But yeah, you can just play XCOM sometimes. It just happens. You don't get a say in it. Sometimes the next battle is just XCOM. And it reads the actual, like, walkability data from the map itself. You don't really, like, clip through walls or whatever. You actually have to take a fight in the situation that you're fighting in. Will your P set of combat? Exactly! You get it, you get it. I have to go to the other folder to get the other ones. Mostly I'm stalling while I finish my coffee. Oh, God, right. I forgot this one. Was XCOM before Final? I think it was not Live a Live, but like that dates back all the way to the 16-bit era. Live a Live is the one that jumps to mind because of it being a game that I really like. Oh, true, actually. I think XCOM technically did it first because the first XCOM was like in like the 80s or something. Don't remind me. Oh yeah, that's Bab. Don't worry about him. God, I kind of want to go and like stream Live a Live at some point. Partly just so I can name the martial arts style Shaq Fu. Like, that's my primary motivator here. Like, it's a good game, but like, that's what I really want to do. Want to be the martial arts dash. Want to be not the remake. The remake censored a bunch of crap, so I'm not going to be giving Nintendo any money for it. I absolutely completely stand against that. It's horrible. I hate that crap happening. Anyways, did you know that every object in the engine has a rotation property that just isn't used? And you can just set windows to have rotation properties, and text boxes are a window. So I did. Good. Real good. What I'm actually doing here is at window creation time, like modulo 360 in milliseconds is what angle it winds up at, so it's always consistent when you open multiple windows at once, like with a menu. But yeah, it's just like, you don't need to read stuff. It's fine if it just shows up at random angles. Isn't that great? Is this exactly what you want for your Fear and Hunger game? Is this a perfect sanity effect? This is exactly what you want to like picture the world being like when you're at low mind? Exactly! Talking object gets it. It's just basically what happens at low mind. But like, it happens whenever, because I'm not actually trying to make this a good video game that makes sense. I'm just trying to make it a bad time. So it just happens sometimes. Actually taking drugs while playing. You don't need to censor yourself here. I have Twitch moderation set to minimum, so the only censorship that's actually going to like happen is I think certain racial slurs get you auto-banned on Twitch, but past that, like, it doesn't care. I also wrote an NES shader. I have set it to off. Twitch still has certain things that it will automatically ban you for, unfortunately. I also wrote a shader that limits all available colors to the NES palette. All 52 colors of the NES are represented on screen, which is why things sort of fade in and out of saturation. All right, I accidentally spent like way too fucking long fighting this guy, so like half the video is just boringly running away from him with on guard and whatnot. Really should have done this video better. Yeah, I think it's actually a decent look aesthetically. Like, it's kind of interesting. It really gives the sensation of one of them, like, really old school dungeon crawlers on, like, the PC or whatever. That rotation based on the second of the clock. I'm actually going to be doing that later. It's going to be all map events, and they just spin in place like that. Yeah, you can see they sort of just, like, don't, like, smoothly go between colors during fades. It just jumps from the one to the next. I think that's a neat effect visually. Like playing a forbidden old school Final Fantasy. Exactly! I think it's neat. Like, objectively, what I probably should have done, if I wanted to have any sort of actual authenticity to it, was make the shader actually limited to NES palette limitations so that each sprite could only be like 3 colors. But that's a lot of effort. And I didn't want to do that. So I didn't. That's it. I really like the way like the highlights sort of fade away and then it fades to black afterwards when like something goes in the shadows. I think it's cool. I like it. It's neat. What's fun is that this isn't even in like hard mode or whatever. This is just what it looks like with the shader. That's just normal lighting. Kind of makes me want to make something similar for my own game. My original plan was to try and create like a chiaroscuro shader, which, you know, mimicking a specific style of pencil art, but it didn't work very well, and so I just did that instead. Also, I added a colorblind mode. I'm gonna have to put this as big as possible so you can see that this isn't just like yellow. This is actually alternating bands of red and green, which merge to brown when seen through the eyes of the colorblind. Which, it's fine. Where we're going, you won't need eyes to see. Yeah, it's designed to just make it miserable for everyone and completely unplayable for the colorblind. It's an accessibility mode. For the sake of accessibility, I'm forcing the colorblind to play anything else with their life. Also, how dare you, Richard Town? I'm a strong bad, not a strong sad. Death penalty. Oh yeah, I also... Oh man, this is such a good one. So I made the AI perfect. Like, these guys are exclusively going to make the worst possible choices for you. Work with any game? Yes, talking object. Which is why they are going to exclusively target the girl with lantern until she is dead. Because she has the lowest defense and they can kill her in the least number of attacks. Afterwards, they will exclusively use lantern on the remaining character. Because they will never ever at any point, not once, pick the, how do I put this? They'll never pick, like, to wave the lantern around. If there's a if there's an action that does nothing, they'll never pick it. I know that strong sad Drew Trogdor with chiaroscuro shading. I'm still not a strong sad. I bully people. I kick at the cheats. I'm absolutely a strong bad. Yes, this also has like absolutely hysterical effects with yellow mages. Cause they'll never like not cast Locust Swarm. Like it just happens every turn. Hello, Black Macbeth. Don't worry, it won't happen. Right? Emmerich draws, like, Locust Orb is so overpowered that it only makes sense if they spam it every turn, right? But yeah, it's just... They will 100% stunlock you to death. Yeah, Terminus still has updates, it still has candidates that aren't, like, playable. But, like, those updates are never gonna happen, so it's not actually properly out. But yeah, this is just what every enemy is. They will just stunlock you to death forever. Well, there's no, like, fairness. There's no chance of getting screwed over 100% of the time. What do I make some odds for? No, I mean, if it becomes a good game instead of a boring one, then maybe. But, like, that game bores me to fucking tears. Oh, I also added quadruple A gameplay. Like you can see, we've got lens flare, we've got yellow paint pointing towards exits, we've got important dialogue telling you the important things that are happening, we got head bobbing, we got motion blur, as you can probably see on the chest when we start moving again, and it just starts having to bob. We got achievements. We've got wacky dialogue. And then you can just mostly skip past. I'll just let it play while I drink coffee. Living the life of Sylvian for a moment, right? Yeah. Oh, right, yeah. I also packaged it with good frame rate during combat to really drill into that AAA experience. Ain't it great? Like, this is exactly what you want. This is the AAA experience. This is the $1 million remake of Fear and Hunger. You get achievements and everything. Got yellow paint clearly marking every interactable. You've got helpful sidekick dialogue telling you what things are. It's everything you've ever wanted. Just these unnecessary microtransactions. That's in there, actually. Put a lot of money on that from Rat. Frame rate, yes, Framrat. Framrat, all right. Yeah, I put a lot of money on that frame rate. All of the budget went to like lowering it. So I do actually want to mention the shader that is causing the motion blur on like the chest and whatnot during the head bobbing is actually something I literally reverse engineered from Unreal Engine because its motion shader is open source enough that I could look at it and just rewrite the logic in JavaScript. So I actually did port Unreal Engine 5 to MV. It's not an Unreal Engine 5 remake, it's a remake of Unreal Engine. So you mean this reality? Fandere Resident Evil. Because this is a thing from this reality. I think the rest are over in here. Those are automatically generated lines in the thing. That's not even a joke. Like, that's in there. Those are actual bits of dialogue that are in there, Magic Joe the First. That focus first character name, the first letter of character name, is one of the things that they say low on mine. That's an actual thing. I put that in there. I didn't have time to show off all of the dialogue, but I wrote an entire goddamn procedural dialogue engine into RPG Maker MV for a throwaway joke. Voice of the Void Dev recreated Source Engine, including its bugs. Yes, exactly. Oh yeah, I also added an FOV slider. You don't actually have control over the slider, it just does what it wants. That way, everyone has at least one portion of time where the FOV is what they want. And this is what you want. This is what you want for FOV. It's a good FOV. It's gonna be a lot more impressive when you... It's a good FOV, sir. Missing a quest marker? Those were in the Quadruple A gaming effect. They actually have arrows pointing you where to go. Good FOV! It's exactly what you want from an FOV. It's perfect. It's excellent. It's flawless. The way you just see it stretch. Oh yeah, I also had a DDR. It doesn't actually like end your inputs or whatever. This can happen in the middle of the gauntlet while you're trying to dodge stuff. And if you fuck this up, you die. I put an unreasonable amount of time into making this happen with the sound effects. Oh man. There's just way too much effort for absolutely no fucking reason in this. I don't feel like showing that one off. Oh, this one's good though. So I added in random encounters, and like you can see some of the very, very faint sparkles near his feet. This is actually a shiny Chromola, which is why he's green. I added in random encounters and shinies like in from Pokemon. I have not started the Tetris effect yet, talking object. It is on the to-do list, but it is after writing a 3D recasting engine. Why am I writing a fucking I'm writing a fucking 3D, like, effort. The actual... I'm porting Doom, basically. I'm porting Doom, but having it generate levels dynamically. From, If you're gonna get turned, you already added all of them. That's what we call good job. That's good effort on my part. That's how you know it's great, because I've already done it. But yeah, no, it's just I added in random encounters, and sometimes the random encounters are shiny. No, I hate this game, Richard Townelli. I hate them. First horse feet? Oh yeah. Hello, Neepy Ledge. Yeah, that's here now. He's there permanently. Oh man, this is the one that did I even ever bother posting this? Oh, this isn't even the right one. I actually overwrote an old one. That's why I couldn't find Pong earlier, no wonder. Yeah, it was supposed to be the wrong warp video, but instead it's Pong, okay. But yeah, this just happens sometimes. If you fuck up, you die. And once again, as you can see, it doesn't like interrupt like gameplay input at all. It's just you have to Pong. Ain't it grand? It's not tsundere. Is it all part of a level? Yes. That is exactly what this is, Enzo. Oh man, yeah, so I also found a way to get around the 8 enemy limit. in Fear and Hunger, as well as adding in an encounter randomizer. Which, I was actually like not putting any inputs there because I was laughing my head off at that's what I actually got when recording the video to Groroth. But don't worry, you have an advantage over the enemy. It's fine. Sometimes you fight a ghoul and actually it's 2 Goroth. I don't even know if that fight is possible solo. Like, Grogoroth solo by himself is RNG dependent. I don't know if that's just flat out possible, even with best possible luck. Oh, right, I also created the ultimate immersive experience, but I should show you like the individual. Oh, wait. Oh man, which one is this that I'm thinking of? It's not the one that I'm thinking of. Where did Brandish? Oh, Oh, there's Brandish. There's Brandish. You thought RPG Maker only allows that enemies? Yeah, guess again, motherfucker. You're correct. It normally only does. But, I don't care. Take, for instance, this bit right here where I have enemies joining combat, mid-combat. So now there are a total of 24 enemies on screen. Yeah, fuck normal programming rules. I can, if the engine's code is exposed, I can do whatever the hell I want. Yeah, you missed everything. You missed everything. You can go back and watch the VOD. I did a lot of very silly things. I also added in camera. You know how when you like press a direction, the camera compensates in a good video game. Like if you hit left and swings right to go behind you. I added that. I added that to Fear and Hunger. It's better now. This is a better camera. I vastly improved the camera. This is what everyone wants. This is the gameplay experience everyone craves. It's extremely playable. You're missing the 4-dimensional camera though? I mean, hold on. Hold on, which I had that up earlier. I'll bring it back up. XCOM, or here we go. Here we go. So Magic Joe the First, this is the texture, the Fear and Hunger main game canvas, placed as the surface texture on the 3D shadow of a 4D Hyper Toroid. This is a 4D engine. I did that. That's in there now. You don't get to give me shit about how well if we made it 4-dimensional. I did. Theoretically, I could iterate this process again and go to 5-dimensional. Yes, Enzo, you are correct. It is only implemented in the editor, not actually in the gameplay itself. So you can just edit the JSONs directly. And that's more or less what I'm doing at runtime. I'm just arbitrarily inserting new data into the enemies array. Which is how I'm going to be porting over Pokemon-style mechanics where you can capture enemies and add them to your team. Because I can simply do that. That's a thing I can do. They're auto-battlers, but they're in your team. They're a thing I can do. Well, Magic Joe the First, have you ever noticed the disparity between player damage and enemy damage in Fear and Hunger? Like how you swing a sword and you deal like hundreds of damage and an enemy hits you with a cleaver and they do like 30? That's not gonna change when they're in their party. A guard with a cleaver will kill another guard with a cleaver in roughly like 10 hits? So they're not actually very good. And they parasitize off of a default actor's life pool, so they're only as durable as a player. And the end result is that you just have a guard that does shit damage. Surprised you haven't done a Pokemon event. It's on its way. It's being worked on. I need to write a 3D render. No, that's what I'm currently working on. After that is the 3D renderer. So catching Book, hawking out. Well, you can fight him in Termina, so you would literally be able to capture Pocket Cat and add him to your party. That's an actual mechanic. You could do that. You never disappoint and make me disappointed. You're welcome. So it's just like, what exactly? It maintains the exact mechanics of how they would go from awesome to shitty as soon as they're on your team. It's great. Gonna kill the Terminate contestants with their doubles? Can you? Like, how would they be in your party and you've already recruited the other one? That doesn't seem like you can attack them with other doubles, maybe. But yeah, you could have Moonscorch teammates. That's an actual thing. You could, like, recruit them. That'd be a good thing to demonstrate for the video. Like, added the ability to, like, acquire things and then I, like, get Moonscorched at Bella in the party. That'd be a good way to demonstrate it, I think. That'd be good. Which Pokemon would be best? Question. Oh yeah, I added in a pixel filter to make it more like pixel art to make the video game better. How the plant ladies and the scares that melt weapons work? Plant ladies? Oh, plant ladies. You're supposed to be playing with a mod. They would melt the enemy's weapon, which would do nothing because the enemy doesn't have a weapon. Like, it would still deal damage with those attacks. They auto battle their enemy skills. That is the easiest way for me to program it in. Having you, like, select everything per battler would be problematic, let's say. Yeah, those ladies don't melt weapons by default. That's like a mod. They're mumblers, greater mumblers specifically. But yeah, I also wanted to show off that, like, the pixelization crap and, like, the horrible camera crap, like, all these effects stack with each other, thereby creating the most immersive possible video game experience. Oh, I didn't even show Brandish yet. Hold on. Hold on. Why is the floor censored? Because it's very lewd. Here we go. Brandish. Yeah, so I've actually improved on this since then, but I decided to make this into a third-person over-the-shoulder type of game. Like, I've made various improvements here so that it has a more convincing visual effect, but yeah, it's just third-person over-the-shoulder. Map turns when you turn type of deal. Ain't it great? Ain't it extremely playable? Ain't it just fun, different? On a pinball? That's a weird comparison. But yeah, the reason I bring that up is because all of those visual effects stack. So now you're gonna have a camera that rotates and then have to deal with the fact that the game rotates when you press the button while it's all pixeled. And good luck figuring out what the hell's going on. Just good luck. Panic bonus stage. Aren't those usually running down a tube? Or I guess in the case of Sonic 3... I mean, Sonic 2 had the one that rotated. Sonic 3 had like a sphere? Run into blue orbs. Oh, yeah, the blue orbs 3. That one's fun. You're running along the surface of a sphere, but like a fake sphere. It's great. Anyway, enough of this. Hello, Grim the Wanderer. Yeah, that's me. I'm him. I'm the streamer. I'm the one who's going to be doing a challenge run with this. Once it's done, I plan on streaming the challenge run of it. Hello, Sun312772. Also, not all of the effects are purely negative. Some of them are just plain funny. Like the Power Star, which just instantly kills enemies you touch and you don't take damage while it's active. I didn't show it off, but if it triggers in battle, you just simply can't take damage or have negative states added. It's good. But enough of that. I'm gonna go get tea and start this probably not at all Fear and Hunger like. Returning shortly. I return. Also, I would like to state emphatically that Labyrinth of Refrain might be the single most forgettable name in the history of names because I couldn't remember it. I could not keep this name in my head.
Refrain, Coven of Dusk.
Oh god, English voice acting. How do I fix that? Genuinely, it just slides right out of the brain. You just can't keep your mental eye focused on it. Where's voice volume? Okay, how do I make a Japanese voice acting? Lore is a very good LOR, aka Lord of the Rings, is a very good dungeon crawler. I noticed that it had the same art style of Witch in the Hundreds Night, which I haven't played, but I do remember that one like fox witch with like the sideless pants being hot, and that's about all I can think of. That's all I know about it. But I want to bone the weird witch chick. For YLOD, Yellow Light of Death? Yes, there is. Yeah, Labyrinth of Refrain from remembering. Thank God! Ah, thank God. I don't have to listen to the fucking English voice actors who only know the anime voice and need a real jobs construction site now. Hello, Quenlin. Interesting. What's too big on the gameplay? Harada Sensei. Is that the guy? Harada Sensei. English translation is good for once. Doesn't read some small character traits and dialects. This goes the Japanese dub. Majo knows something. So Magic of Dusk? I know Meikyu is Labyrinth or Maze or whatever. Also, holy crap, a 50 stream streak talking object. I think that might be the highest redeemed on this stream so far. That was Chinese Magic Joe the First, very different. And also, the 100, I think that's euros, from, it scrolled out of text. But thank you, you know who you are, I know who you are, it's gonna be very, very useful and I appreciate it, because I accidentally spent like a third of my month's food budget on bagels already, because fucking, I got a toaster and I really like bagels.
ようこそ夕闇劇場へ。これより始まりますは、奇想天外、摩訶不思議、奇怪な書物を中心に繰り広げられる奇妙な冒険譚。そこにあるのは幸福か不幸か、生か死か。それはその目でご覧あれ。では皆様、何卒最後までお付き合いくださいますよう。それでは始まり始まり。
It feels like there was a line there that wasn't translated at all. Black or white, salt or pepper, paper or plastic, Coke or Pepsi. Red or blue? Okay.
ここがルフランシか。
I guess the refrain is its localization because it's not refrain, it's not refurain in Japanese or something. It's like probably literally a word that means refrain. Occasionally throw it back. Hell yeah, long hair, let's go.
ガマガエルにされたいか。戻ってろ。
Toad, so they switched the sentence orders that I'll go back happened, like in the Japanese, I'll go back happened before I don't want to be a toad. Well, whatever.
これだからガキは嫌いなんだ。
So, who is this viewpoint character? Is this like third-person omniscient, or are we seeing the eyes of like a ghost or something? Also, Bangles. Oh, right. Yeah, that's because it's still set up with collab volume. I should really like just set up an alternate collab scene for Elden Ring, which has like different filters. I make things simpler for me, who clearly can't actually do anything correctly. Undyne Manor, Small Town Peasant. Oh, blinking animations. Drunk Shepherd. I had this game played about 20 minutes and then stopped. I see. Underground Labyrinth of Refrain and the Witches Brigade. That makes more sense. I heard Majo in there. Child molester? What? I for shit post body, no problem. Small shortcut to adjust volume. Insurmountable. Real. I'm bad at the small stuff, like getting my mail. I should probably check my mailbox. I haven't done it in like a month. I'm bad at the small stuff. I need like a bang maid who like takes care of basic unimportant shit like that. What? Because it is third person omniscient?
酒酔いの記憶ほど当てにならないものはございませんし。なんだと？もしかすると町のことに詳しいと錯覚されているだけなのかもしれませんよ。
I mean, he's a molester, but like that's a woman on the left. He's a woman molester. That's a regular molester.
でしたら、体の井戸はどこにあるか。
Limited omniscience only gets the thoughts when it's the primary characters. Okay. Man, when was the last time I saw a game written in that form? It's almost always done from a viewpoint character, isn't it? Straight ahead. Eerie Crimson. Meh. What is a shepherd doing in town? Instead of, like, in a meadow with his sheeps? So that the sheeps can, like, graze? Why would he take sheeps into town? He was sleeping the sheep on the I don't think that's how you want to shepherd. I think that's it's not a good way to take care of your sheeps. Maybe I'm crazy. Hello, dirty word. I really don't like this intro. This is not a good intro. This is not Final Fantasy VII intro. Like, it's very slow-paced, which you can more get away with in a very long game, but I've yet to grasp any of Dronya's, like, key character traits, aside from not terribly fond of kids and can cast spells. The Calm Before the Storm, getting to know the characters. Sure, it's not very good at that. You don't need to have a slow pace to get to know the characters. For instance, in about 5 lines of dialogue in Final Fantasy VII, you're able to establish Cloud's an outsider who's working for a mercenary group that doesn't trust him, that's kind of morally ambiguous but believes they're doing the right thing, with a lot of sexual tension between him and multiple female characters. But this game doesn't kind of do that. Yeah, so far her most defining character trait, her two most defining character traits are on her chest. Like, you've got generic obedient child over there. Okay, now we have a second trait. She hates children and animals. And she's a little bit rude. I mean, she's only an asshole to people that are, like, awful. But I can't even pick up that she's an asshole, honestly. Just that she's low patience in general? Cloud and Barrett. No, I am not a Fujo. I am, like, a good person. I'm lawful good. Oh yeah, she is probably gonna die. I mean, it kind of depends on the game's tone whether or not she's gonna be the annoying mascot character shopkeeper or just, like, a thing that gets killed, but... Okay, so... we're here for a letter, but we're not actually here for a letter. Okay, so now I have a save point. Nope, not quite gameplay. I don't actually, like, mind that it is a visual novel. I'm fine with visual novels. I don't normally stream visual novels. We got obliterated by sin in Final Fantasy X. Intentional reference to Child's impending doom. Maybe? Yep, mad about Oba-chan. 5+ minutes till gameplay, but then it's loads of gameplay. Alright. Yeah, like, I don't mind it being heavily visual novelish, but this isn't so much loads of story as it is loads of nothing. Like, we don't have a character motivation. Character traits are loosely defined. Like, you can tell within 5 lines of dialogue in Final Fantasy VII that you were there to blow up a reactor to save the planet, which might not even be a real thing. And like, they can do that in like no time at all. There's presumably a well that leads to the labyrinth, but like, what's a labyrinth and why does she care and what are her motivations? Why has that not been exposited yet? Oh, that just kept it on to be like a new body for Dran, yeah. No place for humans. That's how they're alive. Puppet soldiers. Oh yeah, she is horrible. Okay. Well, Ga-0-0-0-0. That's not typically a character trait so much. Like, that is simply a quirk of how children refer to themselves in Japanese, as far as I'm aware. So it'd be, from a doylist perspective, it would be correct to translate that as simply a childish type of speech. What? Okay, so we throw the thing in there. And we basically play as the book then? Explore the labyrinth, okay. And we still don't have a reason? Doesn't exist in English like how Royal Soda refer themselves. Yeah. Wooden puppet. Man-sized soldiers. Puppets can carry it. Okay. The caravan is exploring. Okay. So these are a bunch of puppets that we can all kill. Got it. Yeah, we're generic soulless puppets, apparently. Enter the labyrinth refrain, wondrous traps. They send puppets in. Sidestep with those. Fight monsters. Blah blah blah. Basic dungeon crawler. What was the point of showing the witch and child? They're probably the human element. Oh, interesting. The radar on the top right shows 3 tiles in any direction. Yeah, there is a story there, the ones that are like shedding the puppets down there and naming them. Mana gained. An experience point, I guess? Oh, what? Okay, input commands. Each coven has up to 3 attacks. You don't need to tell me about reducing to 0. That's the part that I would actually already know about. Donum points is the part that's actually worth my time. Use it correctly. Great. How? Escape. Okay. I guess just attack for now? They're all listed as Vanguard.
Yeah.
Resonate times 1? Okay. And this is also mana. There's a 2-way. Well, sure. I'm gonna fill out the map completely. I feel obligated to. Is that thing at the top? That thick expedition group. Oh, I guess because you're like puppets losing limbs, it's less gory than I was anticipating for something described as remarkably similar to Fear and Hunger. Okay. What is with that meter at the top? I genuinely don't understand it. Like, it's red now. Enemy encounter, but like, okay, I figured it'd be something like that, but what makes it go up or down? Pupetric meter, proximity. Okay, that would make sense. So, that means there's something like 2 tiles in front of me that's currently chasing me. And it's directly in front of me, so now I... No? Huh? Okay, bumped into the wall to get a thing. I mean, feel free. I have a feeling I won't actually finish this game. And because I typically do shorter streams on Wednesdays for reasons beyond my control. Okay, stunning enemies whenever you damage them. Cancel case, you can poise break people. Okay, so use guard to avoid getting owned by the devastating attacks. Got it. There's a ding. Oh, there's an enemy. Mismatch? I keep hearing a ding. Why do I keep hearing a ding? Oh, there's one. Proximity sensor enemies are similar encounters that move on the map. They're invisible at first, can unlock the ability to make them visible. How does it work, though? Like, if there are enemies that move in certain ways, then why did that drop it from none to full? I mean, there's the obvious explanation the enemies move, but how do they move? Can we move past each other? Do we have to both end turn on the same tile? Ding is enemy saw you. Okay. Yeah, maybe they could have explained that at some point during the 10-minute intro. Maybe they could have had the two characters like having back and forths talking about this while watching the puppets do stuff through a crystal ball. Cool anime design, though. I didn't see him repair. No, he did the mud claw. Okay, so he hit Ophid, so not doing RE8 baby. Sure, you can do that. Okay, so we only have one Donum thingy. And it's self-heal. Oh, wait, whoop, accidentally healed Crowley twice. Whatever. So Arachne is probably the one that I should be having not do important things. Guard? Oh, there we go. I was expecting at some point him to do the repair thing that they tutorialized, but instead they don't? Which is weird, because you want to, like, tell people about a thing, then show them the thing in order to have that information really stick in. Like, it's wobbling between full and not full. So if I, like, bump into the wall... Nothing. Okay. No. So... has to be patrolling, right? Probably going up and down the room? Yeah, right, here we go. So that's definitely how it works. They have an invisible enemy is just patrolling the map. Oh, well, we got some level ups. Oh, there's another one somehow. Okay. Not a Pecorino. What? Oops. I know who that is. I know that's the Hololive chick. Vanished. Hmm. Oh, Pitfall. Okay. Probably scripted. What the fuck? I just exploded. I guess you were scripted to explode after the first floor? I don't know if I screwed up. Yeah, it definitely seems scripted. Okay.
ここではないどこか。かすかに魔法が存在する不思議な世界。テネスの物語。
See, this would have been a fine intro. Just start
怪
here.
しげな都、ルフラン市。寂れた辺境の町と揶揄される、その忘れられた町には、前人未到の地下迷宮がありました。
Unexplored underground labyrinth. Okay.
いつ、誰が作ったものかはわか
The
りません。
usual mysterious setup. No effort put into world building.
世界を滑る財宝があるとも、不死の秘宝があるとも、世界を滅ぼす魔王が眠っているとも伝えられますが、その真偽は何一つわかりません。分かっていることは、永久の中は強い呪いの正気で満ちており、人は半時と生きていられないことくらい。しかし、ある時そこに
Literally retroactively describing the things we already saw. That is just bloated. One of these should be cut, and it should definitely have been the less visually interesting one.
町の人々がいぶかしむ中、その魔女の手には迷宮探索唯一の生き残りと言われる男が残した伝説の書物である魔導書、養老歴帝が握られていたのでした。
That entire intro section with the sheep would have been better off just cut. And I'm gonna stay by that forever. I understand that when you have 40 hours in which you can like try and explain your characters and how they work, you can be a bit slower, but you still want to grab them by the gonads at the start.
あれ、もし、おーい。
Oh,
お、目覚めたね。
Lost Wandering Soul.
その、まあいいや。それじゃあ、あと数分で。
Your soul will vanish.
実はね、自分でも大丈夫。
Form.
まあ、さあさ
See, this would have been an interesting intro. You've got a couple of minutes till your soul vanishes, and we don't want to vanish. Now we have a reason to care about anything. This is where you want to start your fucking game. What the fuck? Loaded his piss
あ。
writing.
おいおい。
Not that way. Fuck you.
違う。
Maybe there is something that way. Worth double checking, right? Right? 69 and 1/2 hours. That's a very particular number. Okay. If it says press A to jump, then you can jump. They didn't need that text pop in at all, please, game. Game, you didn't tutorialize that me when I saw the doors. I was able to just go through it just fine. Are those 3D models or are they 2D sprites? They're 3D models. One of the hot girls show up and get their clothes ripped off? Good question. You can't sideways jump. Yeah, if they didn't do that, they wouldn't know that they had to press the A button, which I literally already had to do in the fucking earlier bit in order to do anything. What? Like, they're tutorializing me on a thing that was already mandatory for gameplay. A little further, you got it, this way. Going further, going further, going further, fuck. Strange place, cool, jump. I'm going every wrong path just in case there's prizes. You know? Got it. I can totally jump to that egg. Come on, game. Let me try. Let me try.
Oh.
Fistful of bravery and 2 scoops of curiosity. Oh, I can't even like turn. Aw. I mean, I appreciate that they don't pull the "but thou must," but I think this is genuinely a moment where it would have been funny to just kill the player. Like if they refuse, because their soul is going to dissipate in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm a book. Deny, affirm, or silence. Am I mad? No? What would I be upset about? I mean, my options were to vanish or be in a book, so why would I be angry about that? That's kind of what I figured. Ga-0-0-0. All of these characters are offset to the left instead of being properly centered, and that's horrifying. Should I change this name? I do like how the stuff around the highlighted choice changes to the same color as if there was an actual physical light coming out of it. Oh, true, we have symbols. You guys are right. That's a better one. That's a good point. Those are all good points. All right. Cash money-o. There we go. Must be tough to be such a powerful great witch. What? Okay, go, good luck. Got it. Lunar year 36, 16, 60, 13, 30. Got it.
て呼んだらいいんで。
ああ、そうだな。バーバヤーガ様。いや、やはりドロニア様でいい。
Not either of those voice actors. Though,
そして
probably a secret third thing, Ritsutown Ellie.
どうせ街が見え。
違います違います。
Another world, Wuzzle.
お目目がついています。
おい、落とすなば。
So wait, did we get warped back in time to before that scene of Gus getting dropped in the well, or what? We did. What the fuck? Why?
ルカ、こいつがどれだけ大事な本に目がついてるだと？それとも魔女の飛躍で。
Okay, so she's secretly a demon or something.
違う。
Okay.
お目目ついています。
こいつ出発知らぬ間に魂目と口。おい、
So we're the
ヨーロ
book.
できて。
See, this is where you have to say no. Like, hey, say something. No, I will say nothing. That's just the comedy.
喋れはしないか。なるほど。
Or I guess I can't?
人語は理。
ヨーロレキテちゃん。
しかし、こいつのマナの流れ。
Everything has mana and a soul. Spontaneous gain a soul.
レキテちゃんレキテちゃん。
Hey, thank you, Mana
わかり
Thief.
ますわかりますか？
ああ、
Yes, I worked out outrageously difficultly hard on that to get it done in like 2 weeks, and then another revision another 2 weeks, and then a couple of months I won't be involved in the translation for the most part.
こいつに魂。おい、ルカ。
So now we flash forward in time. This entire thing feels massively disjointed. Like, the tutorial for pressing A occurring after we pressed A feels like that the order of things should have been swapped, or was swapped during development, and they didn't, like, go back and revise it properly.
井戸はあの中か。
ドロニアさん。
Also, I hope all y'all are fast readers. Don't go at the pace that I can read.
お前が本当。
Carefully, carry a
このル
mission.
フランシュの迷
Conquer
宮
the-
の内部を
Go-
勝利。
Beat the dungeon.
人の
Wow.
地上では剣。そしてまあこ否認か。でもまあ実は いつの間にかたまたま本ハリエン。そしてそんなものをよし私には他
Okay.
者のマナのま
Girl
あ
souls,
この力を
so
そしてそれらを
he's going to attempt to enslave us,
で
which
は
may or may not work because we have a different name than what she knows.
魔女の旅団を持って
I don't read
ル
correct
フランの
place.
地下
Correct
迷
choice.
宮を攻略せよ。
I have never played Etrian Odyssey, believe it or not.
さすればだがあと破壊欲だろうが地上では自由
But
に動け
she didn't even have her real name. We have a different
いい
name.
か
ドロニア様ドロニア様。
それじゃあ
Three puppet bodies, soul packs, men and silver. Sure. Create a puppet. Okay. But does it also mean that the first thing didn't even happen? Like, did we just warp backwards in time and that was just like a weird dream or what? So we collect parts and craft puppets. Small soul. So then we get a job and a name. HP is hit points. Who is the target audience for this game? Because, like, a long, detailed dungeon crawler feels like it would expect people to be familiar with this already. But it's explaining Facet main stat pure fortress. What does that even mean? Bonum points. They have DP instead of MP. Oh, strength affects my strength. Wow. I didn't even sure what facet main stat even means. Guess it's supposed to be faces or what? Theatrical star Shinobushi? Shinobushi. Oh, okay. So up and down, change gender, left and right. There's 6 classes. Your fortress, marginal maze. I guess that's supposed to be mage, but they made it stupid? Female Shinobushi, alright. Do you have any names for the brown flat girl? Comdomo. How about Comdomo? There we go. That'll not get me. Brimdina. Sure. Of course, Woozle. Inventor of the Cum Command. Wanted me to call her Cum Dump, though. Like, that's just on brand. Brimdina. Oh, there's a... So brown with no tits, yellow with small tits, and blonde with medium tits. I see. Do not send her to Agartha. I kind of want to send her to Agartha, Woozle. 2? Really? You want the yellow version? I think I'm gonna go with Agartha. I know what the rest of this crap is. Four. Oh my god, okay. Decrease enemy attack. 25 when HP is full. Poison resistance, sword proficiency. Underhanded strike. Swordmaster seems like it's always good. Okay, so I guess you could add all sorts of details to this doll if you want to give them like personalities and whatnot. So, what is theatrical? Probably gonna like scrap this. I just want to see what the various appearances are. Interesting. So there's an extra titty version. So I need to craft another one. Does anyone have any strong opinions? I think I saw someone wanting a female marginal mage. I don't have any strong opinions. I'm probably just gonna do one run of this game and then just like stop streaming. My MC in a harem. Well, I like having a tank. What do we name the tank? John. Tank. Okay, so we can have scary looking dude, generic protagonist looking dude, or Agarthan. Let's go with Agarthan. Gonti, sure. Bench. Blast resistance. Improve con seems like the best one. Guard rate plus 10%. Destination stamina? Sure. All right, so we've got a Shinobushi. There's a fast striker. I guess the next thing we want is a mage? Like, that seems like the correct choice. What a mage! It's just confirm. A for now. The hell is a Mad Raptor, right? Oh, they're all fat? We're gonna have a fat old man, fat lizard mask. Okay. We're not having a fat guy. There's no fatties allowed. They're gonna have marginal mazes. They've got to be women. Yeah, Mad Raptor is, I guess, the rogue equivalent? I don't see any difference between stats on gender. Sure. Let's go with harem. What do we call the rogue? Look, you can be a 200-pound king or even a 300-pound king like me. You just gotta be huge with muscle instead of huge with exercise more fatty. Hunt slime. Rogue. Rogue. Take your mixed deals a lot. That takes too long to type out because it won't let me use keyboard. What do we got for appearances? Got titty, we got titty, we got titty. There are no breast size differences. All right. Use recovery. Crossbow master seems like a thing I don't have to worry about. Apparently there's no way to have a rogue with small titties. I don't care. Brigade? Wait, where's brigade? Where's the brigade option? That's the save button. Oh, over there. The Trachidus. Fucking hell, what a menu. Select map to see the map, bitch. Fuck off. You're drowning me in information. Maybe 5% of it is the part that fucking matters. The rest of the 95% shouldn't be here at all. Oh my god, I can't be bothered to separate out the parts that fucking matter and the parts that don't. Brigade 1, Schemer, healer, sure. What? Oh. Gun, no, that's Schemer. Rogue will be Schemer, I guess. Wait, maybe that? Sure? Was this originally a PSP game that got ported to Steam? Because it really has that energy with the specific, like, widescreen and these menus. So we're going back to throwing the book back underground. Yellow miasma null. Okay, so now I have the ability to not die to the miasma instantly. But like, was that first thing just something that didn't happen at all, or what?
お前
Hey, now we're going down alongside the
前
goat.
人未
Was the first thing just like a dream? Okay, so I could just leave at any time. What? How do? What? I see Vanguard, but like, how do I not Vanguard? Where's the not Vanguard button? Oh, there. Van rear. Okay. I'll put you in rear guard. Okay, sure. It's the I don't feel like putting in effort JRPG slop. I don't even remember. Isekai level slop writing. And this is the same layout. They're making me go through the same dungeon twice. With the same thing. So was it all a dream? Was it just there to be annoying and hard to deal with? What is the purpose of having a thing that just doesn't happen? Okay. I guess they don't have like special techniques or whatnot. I just select attack. A resource. So yeah, there seems to be very little actual like doing decisions in combat, if I'm being honest. It feels like there aren't, in fact, decisions to be made in combat, aside from choosing when to guard or not guard. Okay, so crossbow only works in rear guard, that's what I thought. Lance works in both. What the fuck is a bell? I guess bell is probably what the theater chick uses. No, bell is rear guard, not melee. Oh, enemy. Okay. So this might come as shock from the lineup here, but I do in fact have a bit of a type. But you might be able to tell just by looking at the party. It might be mysterious what my preference is. South African landowner. Yeah, kind of, actually. That's not what you find in South Africa. Okay, so now I have the ability to not instantly die. Leather bag. Cool. Okay, so next turn, that thing's gonna do something nasty and we have to guard. I mean, the music and visuals are nice. Hooray, healing. Well, something spotted us, I guess. Let's spin in place. There we go. What? Flame dance? Oh, we don't have healing. Oh, Rook has healing. Okay. Both? Fuck it. I'll just have the healer heal. Man. Whatever. Hey, Azalea. It's certainly exists. I was suggested that there was like a limb-based system strongly reminiscent of Fear and Hunger in this. But I have yet to encounter anything resembling that. They get their shit ripped off if they get crit. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. But I've just yet to encounter it. Also, you'd think that this would be a roguelike with dynamically generated floors, but apparently not. Apparently it's all just preset. Alright, oh. Well, we got another body. I still don't know what this, like, resonant echo thingy showing up is. Manifestation of Death and Labyrinth, entering new area for mankind through fear and hunger. I mean, that would scan. That'd be very Funger-like. How much donum do I have? Oh, it's listed there at the bottom. It's not a party thing. The mana I pick up is not a party thing. Got it. I already blew up Spimdrina's nuke or whatever. Higher resonance equals. Okay, so just focus fire down the same guy, I guess? Oh, you can't actually see their health up top. I mean, it's dripping with style, I'll give it that much. There'll be a good visual reference points for XX Die, that stupid RPG, or that stupid AI card game I'm making. Why is this color different? Like, that wall is a different color. Got pillars that don't do anything. It's kind of fascinating because this game simultaneously says an absolute shitload, while also doesn't actually say anything. It really struggles with economy of language. That's up. Do I have a bigger map button? There. So our only actual option at this point is up, unless we have some magic way to break through that yellow wall. Oh. There's a lad. Green. You can really just play this looking at the top right. Left me a reference for later. A reference for later? Honey. Oh, in DMs, I see. Thank you. I will look at that later. Because that is when it is a reference for. Putrefying butterfly, cool. Lave Lance, yay! Give that to the main character class. Puppet parts, all right, we can make an entirely new puppet. Hooray! Bunch of fucked mechanics like the luck thing, I see. I'm probably not gonna revisit this game. Like I said, I think the only time I'm gonna ever play this game again. Yep. I mean, I don't think it's a bad game at all. It's not like I'm not having fun or that I think it's technically incompetent. I think the writing is a bit sloppy. I think I could potentially sink like 1,000 hours into this and get a lot of enjoyment out of it. But I'm not super interested in sinking 1,000 hours into a game like this. In terms of fun and what I want to do... Oh, we got a thing. I want to go back. Like, I do enjoy dungeon crawlers. Like, they are a thing I enjoy, and I could probably get really into them. But I like my dungeon crawlers a bit more wretched and miserable. That might be affecting the lower floors. I mean, miserable in terms of, like, tone. Is there a dedicated map button? Okay. I want to go backwards. Takes a bit, pick it up. Yeah, like, I've got nothing against dungeon crawlers. There's a lot of dungeon crawlers that I enjoy, and I can tell there's a lot of mechanics here that are kind of going over my head, like the elemental system that's clearly present somehow. You mean mud and flesh piles being the entire decor? Okay. So this does eventually turn into my sort of game. It just starts off not particularly my kind of game, where it's all like cutesy. That's the Hoel. Soothing egg. There we go. Like, I slugged through a lot of Arcana on the Super Nintendo despite not really enjoying that game. Just because I really like, you know, dungeons that are dark and creepy and crawly and all that fun stuff. Soothing Egg. No, there is Slumbering Egg in Elden Ring. Looking at my options. I want to go down. Oh, I bet resonance only happens when it's attacks of the same element, right? That's why when Sprimdrina and John Tank go, no. Because that was just Rug and Sprimdrina. What the fuck is the, how does resonance work? God, this game is bad. This game, it spends a lot of time explaining, but never explains the parts that fucking matter. Holy Christ. Now these should be open. No? But yeah, theoretically, I could spend like a million years just like getting really into this and streaming it over and over every week. But I kind of have... What? The eyes keep going left. I guess that's lighter because you can break it at some point. Restore a dedicated map button. So I guess I just have to leave? Or figure out a way to leave. Oh, so hello, Samatar. Sorry, I didn't see you walk in. Yeah, I'm not gonna go like, oh, this is a horrible game, or oh, this game just disgusts me on a personal level. It's a fine game. It's visually cute, it's just not something that super appeals to me in particular. And I have the rare and envious, so there is no jump down. Oh, we're all dead. Okay. Okay, so when something's broken, they're just gone. I want to go backwards to... Wow, another one. And dead. I don't remember that hole dealing damage on either of the previous falls. $20% restored. Let me assume it's not restored. Puppet Soldier will lose a limb. Some of your items. Rapport will decline. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of felt like I got robbed. And not in like, you know, grr, this game's so mean and did something deliberately clever and destroyed me, but more like... The first 2 times I fell down that hole, it did no damage, so I assumed that I could go down it a 3rd time, and apparently not. That's less robbed and more like, this game is very bad at explaining stuff and spends about 1,000 words doing it. Like this. It did do damage. Well, it certainly didn't deal enough damage to like instantly wipe my entire party. So I don't know if it just randomly did way more damage that time or what, but like, wow, that was rude as hell. There's also the fact that I felt with the previous jump thing, pressing the confirm button, which was previously used for jumping, would let me jump across it and potentially to the thing, but also I guess not. Man, that killed whatever enthusiasm I had left. I don't know, I kinda don't want to keep playing. Might just make this a 2-hour stream and raid out, because, like, that's a really shitty thing to do. Exists shit that, in fact, you cannot jump over a pit into a door. School of Hard Knocks. No jump, there's a door in the way. Okay. Do I have any backup games? I mean, I've got plenty, but I usually do shorter streams on Wednesdays anyway. And, not super in the mood to keep streaming after that. So fuck it. Also, Quinlan, well, there are School of Hard Knocks things that work fine, like, A Feared Hunger, where there's direct feedback for doing a thing. This just added bad feedback for specific things without kind of telling me. And if the game doesn't want to communicate properly or honestly with me, I have no desire to respect it. I'm sure there are people who'd really enjoy it. That's not me. This is not a game for me. There's a certain degree of bullshit that I'm like fine with, as long as it's consistent, but that felt like the rules changed because they needed it to for convenience. And yeah, things normalize once you are no longer in the learning stage. Great, that's bad and the game shouldn't be like that. Like, I'm not going to apologize for that. So, who do I want to raid? Fuck it, Law underscore. He raided us last time, I'm gonna raid him now. Raid Law underscore. Anyway, on Friday, I'll be continuing Ape Escape, which is what Law underscore is streaming. And on Sunday, more Elden Ring with Woozle. But I want to get back to programming. I've got programming that I want to do, and that's fun for me. Are we doing a Roast Lab collab? I don't know if that game's out yet. We'll figure that out eventually. Maybe between Elden Ring and the DLC. Anyway, go on and get going. Out with ya.